I welcome you all to Sri GM Dunda Primary School and our e-learning session. In today's e-learning session, we're going to learn social science subject in which I'll explain you chapter number 8, India Challenges and Solutions. In the modern times, the external means of development have changed, but the internal means of development have more or less remained the same. Honesty, moral values, awareness towards the rights and duties of a citizen, traffic awareness, sensitivity towards environment, scientific attitude, etc. have not developed as much the material development. Social evils like superstitions, illiteracy, and ignorance still prevail in our society. Institutions of the local self government, educational institutions, and non government voluntary organizations, means NGOs, have played a vital role in ensuring the social and professional development of the nation. The society shows many positive changes, which is a very creditable fact. Still, there are many more challenges to be faced: pollution, unemployment, poverty, illiteracy, corruption, terrorism, etc. are serious problems to ponder over. It is necessary to think about them and find a solution to it. The idea of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, the whole earth is my family, need to be inculcated. Children, if we are going to classify the challenges faced by India, first we are going to discuss about overpopulation. In the previous chapter, we have studied about overpopulation and its effect. The root cause of almost all the problem is overpopulation. Let's think about the way to control population. Increase in population means increase in demand for facilities and infrastructure. Population growth outgrows the growth of economy. In other words, the population growth is more and faster than the growth of economy. According to the census 2001, the total population in India was 102 crores, which in 2011 has gone up to 121 crores. Overpopulation leads to certain man-made challenges such as population, congestion in the residential areas, shortage of water or food, medical services, education opportunities, unemployment, corruption and terrorism. Hence, it became necessary for the government to take certain steps to control the growth of population. Now, we are going to discuss illiteracy. Illiteracy is a major factor hindering the progress of a nation. Literacy is required to understand new ideas, discoveries, and knowledge. An educated person can effectively communicate and explain his ideas, opinions, views, and beliefs. When we attained independence, the literacy rate was quite low, but due to the efforts of government, awareness towards education has increased and the literacy rate has gone up in the country. Inflation. Now children, what is called inflation? The increase in price of essential commodities and other necessities is known as inflation. A price rise in the commodities of daily use creates an adverse effect on human life. Inflation causes stress for common men as it becomes tough for the middle class people and people with limited income to manage their basic expenses. The standard of living goes down. It has become difficult to combat inflation and at times people have to compromise over certain commodities or facilities due to inflation. Poverty. We all know what is called poverty. Poverty is another major challenge faced by a country. A situation where a person is deprived of basic necessities like food, clothing, shelter, employment, and medical facilities is termed as poverty. The criteria of poverty are set on the basis of purchasing capacity and level of income. Corruption. Now, children, we are going to learn about corruption. Corruption means Corruption in a simple terms means lack of integrity or honesty, use of a position of trust for dishonest gain. It means dishonest behavior by those in position of power such as managers or government officials. Corruption can include giving or accepting bribes or inappropriate gifts, double dealing, under the table transactions, manipulating elections, diverting funds, laundering money, and defrauding investors. Corruption has become the major issue that hinders the development of our nation. Unemployment. Introduction of technology in the modern times has added to the burning problem of unemployment. For example, the use of computers has made the work faster and more accurate. Machines have replaced the man and it has resulted in unemployment. Mechanization of agricultural has left many agricultural laborers unemployed. Such laborers facing a tough time to earn their living migrate to cities in search of work. As a result, the rural areas are disintegrating. Education has increased and expanded its horizons, but the employment opportunities have not increased at an equal rate, and so the unemployment has increased. The density of population in cities has increased, and as a result, the challenges of water, shelter, transport, health, hygiene, and education have grown out of proportion. Other challenges, such as the increase in dirty and congested slums, the antisocial activities, child labor, drug addiction, use of alcohol, mental stress, etc., are the byproducts of the growing urbanization and unemployment. A person who is above 18 years of age and is willing and capable to work and does not get a job is called an unemployed person. Terrorism. This word is very familiar for us. At last, we are going to discuss about terrorism. Terrorism is a global problem. Terrorist activities are an obstacle in the progress of a nation. It is an evil effort to disturb the peace, brotherhood, and unity of a nation. Terrorism inflicts fear in people through violence and hatred. The goal of terrorism is never sacred, pure, or good. Terrorism is an inhuman act carried out by a certain group of people in a planned way. It resorts to bullying, killing, or torturing somebody. Terrorism is a challenge for any government. Terrorism is an easy way to display power forcefully. Innocent people become a target of masquerade anywhere. In the past, there were terrorist attacks on the Parliament, Hotel Taj, Mumbai share market, local train, and on Akshardham, etc. Terrorism is pure hatred and cruelty. It has got nothing to do with kinsman, religion, or language. We have to face it with bravery and courage. The Intelligence Bureau of the nation should be strong and active. Awareness regarding cooperating with the security agencies has to be developed. People have to be very alert at public or crowded places. One must not pay attention to rumors and should not panic in the times of crisis. The security forces should be well equipped with CCTV cameras and metal detectors. Detectors, sorry. Children, I hope you understood the concept. It's time for me to say you goodbye. Goodbye, children. Have a nice day.